Hello, I'm Shankara from Run and Become, and today we're going to focus on the IT band. Now the IT band runs from your knee up to your hip. You tend to feel the tightness on more to the side, not the front of the leg, but more to the side of it. And when that gets tight, which is very common with runners, especially if you're doing training for a marathon or you're just pushing the distance, the IT band can get very tight, and you realise why it's called a band, because it feels like an elastic band that is pulled to its absolute tautness. And it will sometimes, the pain will come out more towards the knee, and sometimes it's just running like an ache all the way up through here. Other times you can be running down the road and feel like something in there is going to snap, it's that hard. So what to do when your IT band starts giving you grief, getting really tight and sore? Well, the first thing to look at is massage. And this is massage you can do yourself with the aid of a grid roller. So here I am perched on my grid. I'm just going to come down onto my forearm and then simply roll up and down the IT band. For this, you don't want to be completely on the side nor completely flat, but somewhere in the middle is where that band lies. You can also, try different angles. There's certainly a lot to be said for rolling on the flat as well, but the main thing is to get that diagonal position and roll up and down. And you'll probably find that it feels tighter at one end than the other. That could for some be coming into the knee there that it's tightest, or coming into the hip. For myself, as soon as I'm getting to this hip area, it feels less like I'm a straight muscle and more like a clumped up ball of tension. So that's where I have to work the most, and I have to go up and down on the grid. For others, as I say, it could be somewhere else. If you find the pressure too much, too painful, simply pop one leg supporting some of your body weight there, and then continue to roll up and down. And this is where pain is a pretty good thing. You're working at releasing the tension in that muscle. So having started to break down the tension through the massage, now we move on to stretching. So you pop your leg on top of your grid, do anchor your leg by tucking your toe under there, and then you want to pull your tummy muscles in and just tilt your pelvis as much as you can. Don't overstrain it, but nicely tuck everything in there, and then just roll the knee back. And as you do that, you're getting a nice stretch through your hip flexors and into your quad and into your ITB band. And they are all connected. If you've got a problem there, you've probably got some tension building in your hip flexor muscles as well, or tendons. So just rolling, using the grid to extend that stretch, then look forward, deep breathe and keep that tummy in, and just ease through that area. So the first stretch was great for stretching everything, the IT band and everything in that area, everything that's connected to it. This pinpoints the IT band a little more specifically. So you want your ankles or your feet resting on the floor wider than hip distance apart, and then you come down. You want to push your stomach muscle into the floor so your back is connected, there's no gap in there. Then throughout this exercise you want your shoulders remaining on the floor, don't let them lift up. Take a deep breath in and then just let your knees fall to one side. Now as you do this, let this hip come up. You might need to slightly tense your glute muscle there, and then again keeping your stomach muscles in, push your knee towards the opposite wall. Just imagine that lengthening, stretching and lengthening. This stretch works best if you use your breathing as well, and you hold it, give it a good 30 seconds. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, imagine that knee going towards the wall, and just feel the stretch coming through the side and then down through the IT band into the knee. Few deep breaths there. Always keeping that hip up and the knee going forward, and then you come back up, reground yourself, push your stomach down again, and then the other side. Nice, gentle, but effective stretch. So that's how to keep your IT band happy. If that doesn't do the trick, if you're still having a lot of pain, do go and see a physio. It means you need a little more targeted work and help there. Otherwise, try and use a grid roller once or twice a day, just for a few minutes. It makes the world of difference. And happy running!